Apple TV Plus' latest prestige drama Manhunt chronicles the story of the search for John Wilkes Booth after his assassination of President Abraham Lincoln, and it features many of the individuals who helped Booth escape south, like Oswell Swann. Manhunt stars Anthony Boyle as John Wilkes Booth and Tobias Menzies as Secretary of War Edwin Stanton, the man who led the hunt for Booth. The supporting cast is made up of characters from both sides of the chase, and includes the government officials who pursue Booth and the conspirators who shelter and guide him. While Booth was not alone in his plot to kill not only Lincoln but several other prominent members of the federal government as well, not everyone who made his escape possible did so knowingly. Manhunt does not follow recorded history religiously, but it does include almost all the prominent characters along Booth's journey playing out their roles as they did in reality. One such individual was Oswell Swann, a man who guided Booth on his path south just a day after Booth assassinated the president on April 16. Oswell Swann was a free black man paid by John Wilkes Booth to guide him to Samuel Cox's home. In reality, Swann helped Booth with no knowledge of who it was he was helping. Roger Payano as Oswell Swann in Manhunt. Oswell Swann, played by Roger Payano in Manhunt, was a free black man who lived on the edge of the Zacchaeus Swamp near the area of Rich Hill. Booth and his accomplice David Harold were told to go to Rich Hill by Dr. Samuel Mudd, the Confederate sympathizer who set Booth's broken leg, where they would be sheltered and sent along a secret route towards Richmond. Manhunt accurately reflects that Swann did not know who it was that he was guiding, despite having heard about the assassination already. According to LincolnConspirators.com, Swann was a tobacco farmer with a wife and 8 children. That indicates that the money he earned from guiding Booth and Harold was important enough to him to take with little questioning or resistance. Booth and Harold were guided through the swamp by Swann in exchange for a total of $7, $2 for his initial guidance, and an additional $5 after they changed their requested destination mid-route. Swann guided the 2 men to the home of Colonel Samuel Cox, a known Confederate sympathizer, so that they could continue along the next leg of their journey. Ultimately, the 2 men paid Swann $12 for his help, with the extra money likely intended to act as a way to ease any suspicion Swann might have had. David Harold may have even threatened Swann to not tell anyone who or what he had seen once they arrived at Cox's home, further justifying the additional money. What happened to Oswell Swann after Manhunt in real life? After leaving the 2 men at Cox's residence, Swann returned home, still seemingly unaware he had just helped Lincoln's assassin escape. As the week wore on and troops began to pour into the area around Swann's home, it became increasingly clear to Swann who he had helped, especially once it was revealed to the public that Booth had a leg injury. On April 23, Swann made his way to Bryantown nearby to tell the soldiers there what he knew, and he himself led the soldiers to Rich Hill to arrest Samuel Cox.